coach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Kata in at the center. And for the Knicks, we've got Bridges. Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Robinson. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. We're again, this is a fun time of year. Mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures. It's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. It makes the league so much more interesting.
To the paint, here's Towns. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on White.
Oh, that's a strong finish. Karl-Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
One shot.
Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl-Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin, and the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
Now, here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Here's Anunoby. Towns, wide open. Good on the triple. Towns has got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Kata, the pass to Brown. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3 points.
He has 5.
Boy, not a big shot there. Jaylen Brown saw the last triple go in, and he had to get one of his own.
Bridges passes to Brunson. All sorts of time. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Outside, White. Shoots over Bridges. And again, it's Boston converting.
Well, that's the intelligence that Derek White plays with. This guy in pick-and-roll action always seems to make the right decision.
Brunson outside. Here's the floater, and he comes up with the deuce.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
8-7.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Just 5 to shoot. White, a screen on Brunson. Pritchard from outside. White, good.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Anunoby outside. Brunson, that's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Here's Pritchard. He had 27 points last game. Brown against Anunoby. Brown right side. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Brown's got 7.
Now the clock is dwindling, but Jaylen Brown says, don't worry, team, I got this.
Bridges kicks to Towns. From past the arc. The rebound by Kata. Austin's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And it's Brown missing.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's Brunson. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for him. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Towns. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Not to mention the assists he piled up. You can see why his teammates like playing with him.
He gets it in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Brown outside. That three off the mark. New York's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Towns, the pass to Bridges. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Brown, no good.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
And it's White missing. For New York, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting well. And Brunson, the basket on the assist by Robinson. 10 points here for Jalen Brunson. Boston trailing. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Boston.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
That free throw good from Pritchard. And Doris, a measured pace for the Celtics. Don't rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at three, you take it.
And so it's Boston with it after OG Anunoby made that last three-pointer. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek White converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
And that one falls for White. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years, loading up for a title run, and they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building, you give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit, will they?
And both free throws good for White.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Thompson with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
at a breakdown looking at some data for White. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 6th in blocks. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Brunson against Pritchard. Over in the corner, Brown. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New York. This game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
So it's the Celtics now. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Here's White. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Dusan Yabusele, he's checked in for the Knicks. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Celtics. And Fernie Simons comes in for Pritchard. Celtics on D, trailing by 4. McBride finds Brunson. Six on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Walsh. Celtics trail by 4. Over in the corner, White. Again, the miss by the Celtics. New York's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Now Brunson, 10 points for him. And Yabusele wide open, and he shoots. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Knicks lead by 7.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Brown. He had 25 points in the win against Toronto.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Here's Brunson, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Brunson scanning the floor. Out to Bridges. Yabusele, a screen on Brown. Bridges misses. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and that one, unbelievable shooting display, especially from long range. That turned out to be the difference.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Simons against Anunoby. White, good.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Yabusele. Some nice passing by New York here. And finished off by Yabusele.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Now, here's Boucher. Left side, Brown. The rebound by Yabusele. The Knicks leading by 3. Pass to McBride. Brunson with a clean look. Trains it from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 13.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Brown the pass to Simons. 55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Boucher with a screen on Bridges. Here's Walsh. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to McBride. Back to Bridges. On the wing, Anunoby. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Here's Walsh. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brown wide open. He fires. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Inside, McBride passes to Bridges. Here's Brunson, and it's in there. He's got 17.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Knicks out front, up by 10. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
We've got Yabusele. He's out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Miles McBride out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Kolek in at the point guard position. They're the group New York will start the second round. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you guys.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And here is Simons. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Simons.
And while he's not the biggest guy in the world, Simons will battle and make some tough shots like that one.
Now here's Towns. He's got 17. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And New York making a change here. Diawara's checked in.
Anthony Towns at the line.
What's up?
One shot.
The free throw drops for Towns. DB, what would you say is the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
The level of intensity goes to a level that is so different than the regular season, Kevin. I say it all the time. If you walk into an NBA arena in the playoffs, the tension is so palpable, you could almost reach out and touch it.
And it's the Knicks with the ball after the basket by Boston. Over in the corner, McBride. Towns, a screen on Pritchard. McBride's shot is off.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time, just won't go.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Now, here's Clarkson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Boucher in the post. And it's finished off by Boucher.
Wow, don't let the lean frame fool you. A ferocious finish on that dunk by Chris Boucher.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connecticut Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Here's Kolek. He's covered by Pritchard. Outside, Towns. Clarkson outside. For three. New York, no good that time either. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. Pass to Tillman. Towns with the steal. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Lets it go with the 3. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing. And
right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Several teams changing it up here. And so it's Boston with it, down by 12. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Bridges outside. Outside, Towns. Brunson outside. Brunson carving out space inside.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
Pass to Kolek. Shot clock at 5. Let's go. And again, it's New York.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Here's Anunoby. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Anunoby's got 5 now. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 16-point game. And here's Boucher. And the Celtics can't hang on to the ball. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's Simons in for Chris Boucher. Bridges, no one around him. Sinks the three-pointer. Bridges has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Celtics trail by 19. Pritchard passes to Simons. Will it go? Again, the miss by the Celtics.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The vertical of OG and Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Boston. They're sitting pretty, second place, looking to take the top spot. And, of course, there's the Knicks, a half game back.
And I think for Boston, they've come through for their fans this season. all the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Pritchard with the ball. Brunson covering. Brown outside. This one for three. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 21. Some nice passing by New York here. And the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Brown. The Knicks making the shot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Three-pointer, Simon.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Bridges misses.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
Pass to Simons. It's Brown on the wing. Boston again missing.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now, looking a little out of sorts.
And Brunson, here we go. Brown against Bridges. Here's Brunson. Over Pritchard. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist by Bridges. Bridges got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Brown. He's got 11. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside, Simon. It's White on the wing. Brown outside. Looking to end his cold spell. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Brown no good on the free throw.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his three-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come.
Back to Hauser. Outside, Simons. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Boy, it's in his head right now. I mean, there is nothing working for this man.
Anunoby passes to Brunson. A beautiful reverse layup. Brunson's got 23.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
The kick out to Simons. Back to Brown. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now, here's Simon. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys.
That is downright unguardable. Simons knows when to go for it.
Bridges passes to Robinson. From the arc, Bridges misses.
I'll tell you, he's been struggling, but they are still in line to come out of here with a W.
Out to White, fires the three. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Bobbed up there for Robinson, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson.
And you have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connecticut. And New York making a change here. Kolek's checked in. So it's the Celtics now. Outside, Simons. Brown deciding where to go with it. For the three. It's rebounded by New York.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Chalk up 2 there. Towns has got 31 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Outside, Simons. Back to Brown. And he uses the glass on the layup. 15 points for Jaylen Brown.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
Brunson against Simon. And that one's good. Brunson.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now, here's Simon. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Hauser. No good on the triple. And so it's New York having no problems at all. Up 29 points. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Great to see you. And speaking of great, see what I did there? Karl Anthony Towns had an incredible first half. When you're in the zone like he is, Kenny, how's that feel?
Well, your confidence is just through the roof. It's like, just get me the ball, get out the way, and watch me work.
Well, for most of us, it's a rare feeling. But then again, I'm not most of us.
I could get behind that, 100%. You're definitely not like most people, Shaq.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Boston Celtics.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime Shaq. Maybe 2 of me.
Now that is a scary sight. 2 of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And for the Knicks, the shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. On the floor for Boston, Pritchard and White are they're gone. Jaylen Brown out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Kata in at the 5.
Knicks lead.
Superb touch on the teardrop. Jalen Brunson so good with the floater.
Bridges against White. Back to Brown. Shoots over Anunoby. And it's Brown missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
No one covering. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
78-44.
Back to Brown. White, wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. In the corner, it's Bridges. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Robinson. On deep, Brunson. And it's White with the rebound.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Here's Pritchard. Lays it up off the glass. Pritchard's got 10.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And it's Towns missing. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pritchard with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Pass to Hauser. Launches it. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, this team relies obviously on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as reliable offensively as you get.
Pritchard against Brunson. Here's Hauser. Pass to Brown. Yep, it counts. He's got 17.
You see Jaylen Brown, he has the kind of verticality, athleticism necessary to make tough shots inside.
And here's Brunson outside. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Hauser. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
51.
Outside, White. A 3 ball. Here's Kata. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Kata's got his first basket.
It's just certain guys have a nose for the basketball. I don't think you teach that. Great second effort there.
Anunoby passes to Towns. The shot, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Derek White is a legit three-point threat. I don't care where on the floor he is. You better contest.
Brunson outside. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Miles McBride's checked in for Mitchell Robinson.
Now into the lineup for New York, number 2, Miles McBride.
Brunson outside. Towns trying to get open. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Now a timeout called by Boston. go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. Third spot, the Celtics.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Pritchard finds Hauser. And here's White. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. Anunoby against White. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on White.
OG Anunoby, such a nice blend of power and skill. You see it right there.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And when you watch OG Anunoby, what stands out most to you, Doris?
Oh, Kevin, you can't make me pick just one. I mean, this guy is elite on the defensive end of the floor. He's always going to give you great effort. And you better look out on the offensive end. OG Anunoby is starting to become a problem.
He's perfect from the line this time. DB, it's hard to believe, but OG Anunoby is still in his 20s. He clearly has room to grow.
The league better look out, because OG Anunoby is starting to understand he can be a force on the offensive end. We already know he's a menace defensively.
Now, here's Bridges. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average of nearly 16 points a game.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Here's Pritchard after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Found down low, defended by Bridges.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Makes it off the glass. Brunson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside and painted area. Look out.
Now here's Brown. 19 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Keita. The 3. The Knicks pull it in. Bridges got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Towns. And 11 points for OG Anunoby.
Knicks lead, 92-58.
Brown outside. Back to Pritchard. The three-pointer no good. And the Knicks with possession. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Now here's White, defended by McBride. Outside, Towns. And Boston with the rebound. Pass to Hauser. Over in the corner, Pritchard. Here's Brown, defended by McBride. Outside, White jacks up a 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Now, here's Bridges. He has 5. Here's Anunoby. That one drops for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Knicks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. So for the Knicks, Akporti's checked in, and Gershon Yabusele subbed in for Mikal Bridges.
One shot.
So, Doris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. STEM.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
And that one falls for White.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it. Excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender, a guy who can contribute to a good team.
So it's the Celtics now, following the score by New York. Over in the corner, White. Here's Walsh. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Kolek. Anunoby outside. Back to McBride. Yabusele, the screen. McBride with the ball. White on him. And McBride gets it to go.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
64.
Pritchard passes to Boucher. Outside, White. From outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. White's got 12 points in just the second half.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Pass to Anunoby. Good, nice job down low. Anunoby's got 16.
I'll tell you, OG Anunoby showing you what could happen if he puts it all together. Doing work, OG.
Here's Kolek. He's covered by Pritchard. Anunoby outside. Pass to Hukporti. Here's Kolek. Lets the three fly. Cans it from downtown. He has 5.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Boucher finds White. Boucher sets a screen for White. Shoots the 3. Drills it from outside. White's got 24.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Kolek. 1:30 left in the third. To the inside. Over to the left wing. Here's Hukporti. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Walsh. Defended by Yabusele. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
No doubt, Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle. You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, 3-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Now, here's Clarkson. No scoring in this one. Goes up on the high post. The rebound by Simons. The Celtics shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And finished off by Brown.
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
Here's Kolek. He's got 5. And Boucher sends it back. Simons surveying the D. Boucher with a screen on Yabusele. Oh, that's blocked. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Knicks running away with this one. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Gershon Yabusele is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Okporti in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Kolek following the bucket by the Celtics. Off target with his 3. Here's Tillman. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Walsh. Misses the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
McBride with the ball. Pass to Okporti. New York moving the ball around to the middle. And he dunks it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. No, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now, here's Simons. Pritchard passes to Boucher. Back to Pritchard. The shot. It's rebounded by New York. Boucher's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, and our man is going for the jugular.
Now, here's Boucher. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Here's Tillman. Pass to Boucher. Now Pritchard. Basket counts.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now, Yabusele. It's good from long range.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Boucher's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Clarkson. Yes, that goes in.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Pritchard. Down low, here's Tillman, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
They set the pick. McBride on the wing. The three. And again, New York with the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And without hesitation there, Simon's hungry to let that one fly.
Here's Kolek. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
So it's the Knicks now. Here's Kolek. Pass to Yabusele. And again, it's New York.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
118-88.
And so Simons will bring it up for Boston. Here's Tillman. Now Pritchard from deep. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's McBride. Shot clock at 6. Back to Yabusele. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
88.
Pritchard with the ball. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
So it's the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Celtics. McCourty, it's good. McCourty's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Pritchard passes to Walsh. Now Pritchard. Pass to Walsh. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Kolek has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Clarkson outside. Sinks the triple.
We know Jordan Clarkson is a guy who likes to play fast. He's going to catch and shoot as soon as it touches his fingers.
25-90.
Now here's Simons. Here's Pritchard. Back to Simons. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Clarkson outside. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebound.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, that's his second 3. First of this half, though.
Here's Kolek. Clarkson outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Clarkson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pritchard from outside. Akpoti grabs the rebound. Here's New York. They're on a 13-5 run. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Jordan Clarkson tends to draw a lot of contact. If you look at his career, he doesn't end up at the free throw line as often as you'd think.
2 shots.
Relax on the first.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson, one of those spark plug guys. You know you can put him in the game, and if he's got it going, he can ignite an offense.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staffs?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is. From your head coach to the assistant coaches, down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
Here's Kolek following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Out to the wing. Here's Diawara. Hauser defending. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Knicks making a switch here. Dottier's checked in.
At the line, 1 shot.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. The Celtics shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Here's Kata. It's rebounded by New York.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Pass to Clarkson. Over White. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Boston shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. And it's White missing. New York's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for New York.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's White after New York gets the 3.
95.
Into the lane. To the middle. Over in the corner, Pritchard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
3 points.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
New York moving the ball around. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brown outside. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. We came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.